NSA confirms lifting of boxing suspension after implementation of new medical and safety reforms.
I don't want us to hear something that will be similar to what happened to Bahubali.
Boxing is also a form of a source of income for some people, and putting
it's a dangerous source of income.
Finally, before Nekana say the battery has ended.
Yeah, MPP for motto, Ms. Law, is the motto of the new patriotic party.
No, their motto is
the battle
is the laws.
Okay, sorry.
Engineer battery is not battery.
Sorry.
The battle has ended. It's finally and almost over. Welcome back to Gossips 24 Sports. We are your hosts. I am Leo Lyrics and I'm here with
Ifia
and
Jonathan.
Like, subscribe, and share. And yes, sir, Joe will beat me. Obebume. Right, so finally, we've heard of the boxing news couple months ago where we lost one of our,
stars.
One of our crowd puller. Yes, we lost our crowd puller.
Baou.
Before then, we lost somebody dear to us. He was a foreigner. And then, I think few days or few weeks down the line, we lost our crowd puller, our very own Bahubali. So I think that with all the occurrences, the things that were happening in the heat of that moment, NSA suspended boxing activities for some time. But Kase Vim. Kase Vim. Good news. Oh, ask me what's happening.
What's the good news?
So NSA confirms.
Good news.
I say, Obisame, say, like, you for ask me, say, what be the good news about you, Bob? So say, Charlie, UK, Mako UK, and say, Bantino. That's the end. NSA confirms lifting of boxing suspension after implementation of new medical and safety reforms. So what it means is that they have actually lifted. They are almost okay. Let me put it this way: they are putting they are putting measures in place. They've put in new measures in place, and they've actually are confirming that okay. So because of this, and that, we are telling you we are about to lift the ban. Not yet, but they are lifting the ban, the suspension on the boxing activities. Joe, what do you think this is for us?
I think it's a step in the right direction because boxing is also the livelihood of other people.
Yeah.
That's what some people do to make ends meet. So I'm happy with the ban that has been lifted. But my only issue is that I don't want us to hear. I'm not saying there's not going to be any death in boxing, but I don't want us to hear something that will be similar to what happened to Bahubali. Since they said, from the article from Ghana Web, they said they've put measures in place for medical and health related.
They're putting new improved.
Yes.
That means that the previous structures have been improved.
Okay.
No, they have been improved. Not like maybe it's a cake, but it wasn't really
okay. So
working.
they've
improved
advanced version of it.
Yes, advanced version
I'm
of it.
hoping that when there is any boxing bout, what happened to Bahubali won't happen because we know that a normal boxer, after your first bout or the bout you fought, you should have a rest of 6 months before you even think of even going to train. Not to even fight, to even think of training. So I want to know that those measures are going to consist of what I'm saying. After your bout, you have some time to relax.
So
yourself.
I'm not cutting you off. There's a part in the section of the article that says that in the coming days and weeks, there will be education and regular engagement to roll out new exciting partnership aimed at uplifting the general well-being of Ghanaian boxers and the sport brand. So that is to what you are saying. To answer what you were asking, you want to know if they are putting actual measures. Things like that won't be happening again. So they are saying that you remember we spoke about the Anthony Joshua bout that is supposed to happen in Ghana. Some I think Nansenya, I will say AC Nansenya.
And even December, Sheriff has brought a very big match from the US to Ghana. It will be fought in December. So I think since the ban has been lifted, it's not going to be that there was banned on boxing related activities and the president's son was only was allowed to promote a boxing bout. So I know that since the ban has been lifted, nobody will have that excuse to say that when it was the president's son, that's why they lifted. No. So it has been lifted earlier, not.
Well, I think that with this, it has to do with, we were actually we were actually fighting for the ban to be lifted, the suspension to be lifted, because we heard that the chairman of the match showroom at the end has an arrangement that is supposed to happen late December, and if possible, Anthony Joshua might be fighting before then or early next year. That should be in February. So we were hoping that with this recent activities, the suspension on the boxing activities will prevent things like this from happening.
Yeah, and they've listed some of the measures they've put in place.
Okay.
Yeah, to be clear to people.
Okay.
You understand? For people to know that, okay, we asked for better condition for boxing and then for boxers. So this is what the NCE is saying, that the core pillars include published medical and safety manuals, codes, and regulations.
Wow, okay.
So like Jonathan was saying, any regulations, any code of conduct, anything regarding boxing as a sport on the whole is going to be observed by Ghana Boxing
Authority.
You understand? Authority. Functional interim medical condition. So there's going to be a medical commission. You understand? Yeah. And centralized medical database.
That's more like keeping checks and tracks of
exactly
all the activities concerned.
Approved insurance framework. Sustainable medical support system. Sustainable meaning it's not like, after the ban was lifted, it worked for some few months, few years, and then later everything. No.
It's like a permanent.
Exactly. Sustainable. And then certified ringside and medical staff. So if something happens to a boxer in the ring, even before the person is taken to the hospital,
should be a proper first aid.
Exactly. Proper first aid before the person is taken to the hospital. So I think these are actually improved. And for some of us, this is the first time we are hearing of something like this. You understand? So I think it's a
step in the right direction, because we are looking at money being thrown away for the past few months that things were not happening. Those are livelihoods. Like you said, they are livelihoods people depend on. Boxing is also a form of a source of income for some people, and
it's a dangerous source of income.
And having suspended an activity like that, looking out for people who also want to invest, come in and showcase what they have for us to host them. So as they've lifted the suspension, I think it's a step in the right direction for us to be able to make money. Well, let's look into this a bit, Joe. There's this player that I was hoping, in as much as you're kind of saying, most of us don't want us to have the Yenfre play away. We believe that if you haven't sacrificed for the national team, you should stay where you are. But this guy, I think, has quite a history in Ghanaian football. Okay. Ibrahim Salifu.
Okay, Di Maria. That's his guy.
that was his name,
Di Maria.
I was surprised, even though I'm in person, I don't want us to come, because I don't see who is actually coming to replace in the national team. But I was hoping, he could at least end a call-up in the national team someday. But I'm seeing that he said he would naturalize he actually switched nationality to.
And he has been called by the Benin national team.
Why?
Okay, so
this is why Justin Bieber said, "See you, baby, baby." You understand?
If we remove you somewhere, go somewhere. That's
what you are saying, there's no way. I'm not a prophet of doom, or I'm not a prophet to prophesy any doom into the life of Ibrahim Salifu, aka Di Maria. But I think I'll go with what Efia is saying. You, baby, Ako baby. If you can see within yourself that you can't get any call up to the national team. So if a Benin national team is calling you, why don't you give it a chance?
But I don't think that Salifu is one of those few people that we actually call and he refuse. We've not called him before.
Yes, then I'm saying he himself, he has noticed that Enfa is not going to get any chance to play for the national team. That's the Blasters. Because even those who are playing abroad and playing better, it's not easy for them to
was it Techiman he played, right?
Yeah, in Accra.
We had a chance before Accra, so who's answering to kind of what shows it?
But And the reason I'm saying him himself, you know that they are not going to call him the Blasters in every that.
Say be out
After
of
leaving
them,
Accra
so
Folk, his future outside Africa, outside Ghana, hasn't been pleasant for him to even be called in the local Blasters or anything of such. So he can see that, like, there is no way I'm going to be called to the national team. So if another team or another country comes up and calls me that,
I want to highlight this with the Brandon Thomas Asante issue. Like, I want to say we have certain players that you are good, but you have to step up a bit for you to end a call-up. Okay, Salifu is good, but I think sometimes the reason why you are not being called is because the spotlight is not on you. And then this is that okay. We have two friendly matches to play in November, right? We are playing against Japan
In South Korea.
at the Toyota Stadium on Friday, 14th November. And then we will play South Korea 4 days after, that is 18th November, at the Seoul World Cup Stadium. Don't you think that if we are to consider, let's say we are to consider calling some of the players to come and justify, don't you think he might probably be given a nod?
are you saying Salifu Ibrahim?
Yes, maybe. Who knows? Maybe the team can technically have a
Look,
rethink
you
and say
just
that,
even mentioned a player from the Championship of the England, Brandon
Thomas Asante.
Even him that is having tough form in the Championship, one of the top scorers in the Championship, has not even kicked ball for the national team. Then Salifu.
oh, look, you can equally come, like the way we were arguing about Eddie Nketiah's issue. You can equally come and be on the bench. Who knows? You might have your time.
Salifu is not ready to be on the bench.
Players are many. The thing is, there are so many players, like so many good players playing both home and abroad.
Yeah.
And if you base on only Salifu to say, sometimes you have to perform a top, like a notch higher to end the call-up than the thing is, the people are plenty. Not everyone can be called. You understand? Not everyone can be called. And if he feels that this is what is best for him and he has done, we salute him. And then we say that, Charlie, you have done what is best for you.
I have a question for you. When you're done.
Okay.
There are so many players. We cannot call everybody. You understand the point? So this one, if he has gone to Benin, he should go.
So Leo has been
This
selling attire, and one of the best attire in the country. But there's people have identified Leo, but not very high. Then maybe Leo is there. Then CAF say Leo come and share or come and sponsor the CAF Champions League. Leo, who to go?
I'll leave that to you. Answer us in the comment section.
Who to go?
Una you from United States and Kaonko.
Because
Like, comment, and share. We'll meet sometime here back on Gossips 24 Sports. Don't forget, here is where you get all the juicy and engaging sports content. When you watch one, watch all. Don't leave the rest. See you sometime back later. Bye-bye.
G Sports.